New strategy acquired. Okay. Take two. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. I haven't seen my route yet, so that is fun. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum. I feel like open world would be an interesting setting for this, just because it opens a lot of sandless possibilities. Interesting, quote unquote. We definitely did open world. I don't remember all the settings we did. My favorite setting from the first series of open book seed challenges was the co-op. We didn't see many routes, unfortunately, because there were relatively few people who managed to organize with a co-op partner. But I organized with Fireburner, and our route was so good. And it's so weird to have to sync each other, because obviously players do execution mistakes. You don't play the same way every time, but there's still those choke spots in the route where you just have to line up. And that was really interesting. Oh, Pippi had pretty little waiting. Bum, bum. Okay, that worked exactly as planned. I was a bit scared there. But all good. Bum, bum, bum. Because the nice trait of doing it this way is I still have a lot of health. I don't need to immediately refill on the teleporter. And less refills on teleporters is more time save. Alright, let's dash. This is a dash bash start seed. The dash is on the 4th health cell. Oh, didn't get the dash glide. And bash is right here in Horu Fields. I think this is like... it's very hard to debate with get dash first, then get bash immediately after. So it seems like that's what people are generally doing. After that is where the divergences start. There's probably some way to get past you without killing you, but to be honest, that's not worth the effort for me to figure out. This right here is bash, but I actually want to get out of there again. So I'll get me some of these and bash out. And the reason I do this is because there's another skill in the Horu Fields that I value relatively highly for my route. That level up refills my health, which will be useful in a moment. And that's this climb. Not everyone gets this climb. I like it though. One reason is you need grenade 100% for one of the relics. And you know what that means, probably. Alright, that's one free keystones. I actually walked past a lot of really easy to collect keystones in this, just because I don't really need them, and skipping keystone doors is just nicer than collecting or key duping keystones. Triggering this cutscene is fine, I'll come back through here anyway. Alright, so down here is Charge Jump, and this is actually really funny. It's the Grotto mini-boss. Good thing this is an open seed and I'm not actually playing the seed. Blindly, anyway. Alright. You can do a 2-cycle with Bash. Goes something like this. And just like that, 5 minutes in, grenade jumps. Whoop! Initially I tried to avoid the climb and rely on the dash instead. But in this environment it actually seems really difficult to like get the ability points for charge dash. And also to get energy. And Stomp is also not easily accessible, so I tried around with the dash route and nothing really worked out, so now I have the grenade jump route, and I think it works much nicer. Alright, so this is where I start collecting relics, and the Sorrow relic will actually be the first. I haven't thought about that. That's pretty funny that Sorrow is my first relic. Alright, it's right over in the keystones over there, so let's just go into this a way that you wouldn't usually see in randomizer seeds. Because it fast. Nope. Got it. Alright, time this carefully. Nice. The other 2 pickups here are keystones, which I don't need. This is a very treacherous part of the run, because I haven't saved yet, but I'll place a safety save right here. It was kinda slow, I'm not sure yeah, I'm not getting the laser cycle. Pure fluid movement, you can just perfectly get through this laser before it activates. And then you'll actually get past this laser as well. So, like, major time loss right here on missing that perfect cycle. And instead having to do a ton of extra double bashes. Alright, this is a level up so that I can damage boost in these spikes. Oh, that's not how that was supposed to go. Where's my last save? Here, that's fine. Wait a bit, because the laser cycles don't work. Oh, that was too much waiting. I don't feel like doing tons and tons of double bashing. Let's just... There you go. That's more like the cycle you want. It's not perfect, I had to do 1 back and forth. You can do no back and forth at all. But that's pretty good. I can actually place a safety save here. I hadn't considered this before because I got the level up. That's nice. Yeah, and I have the next save ready in time too. That's what I would have been worried about. Alright, this save anywhere allows me to get the pickup on here, which is an ability cell, so this is like a 1 ability cell for 1 ability cell trade-off. Just gets me to charge dash a little faster. Nope. I'm doing a really bad job at timing how far left I have to go. You can be perfectly under the feather when this cutscene starts, but it ain't easy. I hate the camera here! What's going on? I don't... Oh, I usually die to the camera here, and I thought it was because I was being impatient, but something about this trick actually screws up the camera, apparently. I didn't know that. Alright, careful with the fish, because 1 health. That's relic number 2. Now there's something here I want, I don't remember what exactly. I think it's the Forlorn Teleporter and the Skumon Seal Shard. Yeah, that was the Forlorn Teleporter I'm collecting here. Oh no! Major error. That'll happen. Did this part much better now. Alright. I haven't really studied where I can place safety saves. That would probably be really valuable routing wise. I don't know. This isn't usually that dangerous a spot for me though. I don't know. I should just refill. Like, having 1 health is not very smart, generally speaking. Let's get... what's this down here? Something Sunstone. I know the Horu Teleporter. Yeah, obviously I'll want the Horu Teleporter. The Glide is just a nice bonus. I'll actually get this Charge Flame. Oh, can do a grenade jump here. Or not. Ow. Well, that's why being on 1 health is a bad idea, and spending time refilling on a teleporter is a good idea. There you go. Exactly the reason. Let's do a safety save. No magnet is so dissatisfying. But this is like how it always goes in open book seed challenges. You just don't want to have magnet. Which is weird, right? Do you even want magnet in normal randomizer, or are we just doing it because we like the convenience? Bum, da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Alright, this is my first Water Vein Shard. The Water Vein Shards are by far the hardest thing to get. And a lot of the routing revolves around them. I want to get them quickly because Stomp is locked by the Water Vein Shards. But they're so hard to get, and then again I need other skills to even be able to get them. At least the way I'm getting them. There's a pretty big potential for divergence here. You can either get 2 Water Vein Shards in R1, or you can get 2 Water Vein Shards in Lost Grove. You get the ones in R1, you might be able to get Storm, but just a little sooner. Oh, that was not exactly what I meant to do. I don't know when exactly I'm allowed to level Air Dash. I feel like I might be allowed to have Air Dash already, but I'm not sure. Maybe not, actually. No, in Blackroot I'm allowed to have Air Dash. Alright, continuing just a little bit after the Relic for an extra ability cell. Bum ba da da dum bum bum bum. I wonder if it would be worth cutting out some of these ability cells. I'm getting Charge Dash a little later, but I don't know, I feel like the gains from that would be small. Not really interested in investigating that. Could have leveled Air Dash there, didn't think about it. Air Dash is definitely faster for this room. Burp. Oh my god, it's so hard to get this aim. I always land down here. The problem is I haven't actually checked what the correct aim is, and it's actually pretty tight, turns out. No. Brr, brr. Brr, brr. Brr, brr. Or skip both parts of the cutscene. don't actually care about the lever. No! Okay, at least I didn't die. That was suboptimal, but I'm alive, so that's what matters. Alright, so now I'm going down here for a relic and also for the 2 remaining water vein shards I need. Ginso Teleporter isn't really an option, I feel like, because you strictly need Stomp for one of the relics, the Forlorn relic. And Stomp is in the lower part of Ginso, you can't get there from the Teleporter. Load, load, load. Thanks, game. No! Why did you swim between the Crusher's fish? It would have been so useful. Let's not suffocate, at least. Oh, right. Suffocating is actually not bad in this game. It just deals a little bit of damage. I always forget that. So often when either I or someone runs out of air, I'm like, oh no, I just died, and then I just don't die, and it's so irritating. Alright, so yeah, the 2 water vein shards that I'm getting are Lost Grove Long Swim and the deeply burrowed very last XP in Lost Grove. Bling! And now I can get Stomp. The alternate is climbing all the way up Horu and getting 2 in R1. But I feel like these are okay because you get a relic here anyway. When do I get Charge Dash? I get Charge Dash. Because I'll get Stomp now, so I'll have Stomp cancels. Whoops. It's not how you game storage. No! And one more ability cell for a cutscene in Forlorn. That's the last one I need. Oh! Wait! Am I out of energy? What happened? Why didn't I charge dash there? Okay, now I'm actually out of energy. That's fine because there's an energy cell coming right up. This here. Now I have 4 energy. I didn't actually route in any energy, this just happens to just have 4 energy here because there's so many convenient energy cells. One time, I don't know why and how I got a timed level up that refilled my energy here, that was actually really convenient. But I don't feel like spending that much time to figure out XP routing. Alright, so now I have the Forlorn Teleporter activated. This is not where I use my keystones. I wanted to climb, not grab an orb. I'm not even supposed to have an orb over here. What are you doing, game? Could have probably stormed through there, but no reason to be that risky. Alright, so yeah, this is the storm-blocked relic. The Lost Grove one is the grenade-locked relic. That definitely gave some guidance on what to route in, because they were just skills you absolutely needed. Nope. I've tried to do some fancy ghost story here, but it doesn't really work, to be honest. Alright, that's where I used the 2 keystones that I held for so long, and now it's just a Holy Relic. Alright, yeah, some deaths, but on the grand scale, things worked out. I don't know how you manipulate the elemental into firing its laser upwards like it did there. That's so convenient. No, I wouldn't need the 2 keystones, but I don't actually spend any time collecting them. They're just in the way. And I think the keystone door is a bit faster than the energy door, because if I use the energy door I don't have energy afterwards, and energy is useful to go fast. So currently I'm going through the keystone door. But yeah, you wouldn't need them. I think a major thing you could still do to this route is just meticulous XP routing. For instance, you can also get 2 timed level ups here from the huge amount of experience on the final escape, and then you can just spam away charge dashes. But that's just more effort than I want to put into an open book. Left bash. Done. Alright, that's submittable. The route worked. There's probably like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of deaths in there, but the route worked. Thanks for the GGs. Sure, I could do another, but it's actually kind of early in the morning and I don't even feel like playing that much. I just wanted to get something submittable, and I have. Really short stream. Pling.